Test 1 2 3. What's going on, team? It's Ricky with Learn Plan Profit. Hope that you guys are having a good start to the morning. It looks like it's just a red start once again. Overall descending patterns trading between the middle and overall bottom VWAP getting rejected. Forward slash NQ making lower lows and lower highs. We saw a quick change of reversal right as we approach the middle VWAP area. It looks like we're getting rejected as of right now. So Tesla from overall highs yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, of 620, 625, 627. What was that? Yeah, around 627 is what we closed at. And as of right now, we're at 615. So definitely down a little bit on the day at 2%. When it comes down to TQs, we got BABA with a really strong start to the day. So we're pretty much break even on this one based off of where we were at during the pre-market session or during the aftermarket session yesterday. So here we go. Alrighty. Here we go. I do apologize for being late to the stream. There's no other way for me to put it. I don't know if it's the rainy weather here in Arizona, or because it's just cold, but I guess I just decided to sleep in, and I do apologize. So, I really do. So Friday, we'll see where the day leads, but I'm gonna set my series of alerts for changes of direction and see kind of where we go from there. All right. I don't have a position on TQs or SQs just yet. I'm not convinced on kind of where we're going just yet because the market just opened. So, yeah. So for a second, I believe that you said no live. Yeah, you always will prank on us, but I was like, okay, I appreciate that, Mike. So can I buy you an alarm clock that's locked in for the time goes on? You'll know. I know, right? I guess I just wanted to sleep in for an extra 30 minutes. I do apologize. So please don't apologize. Don't worry about it. That's normal. I suppose I can overlook it this one time. I love that response. That's too good. So we're all human. I like that, Rick. Looking forward to it. How do I have a single click transition? I have this connected to my charts and this again linked to my charts. So when I just click on the actual platform, it just switches right on over. Meditate before bed and you'll get the best sleep. Yeah, I've been having the weirdest dreams and sleep, especially during the like rainy time or rainy season. Yeah, it's like I go in and out of sleep. I watch like Joe Rogan podcasts. I don't know how many of you guys do this, and I'm like, I don't care for it. It's just like sitting on the background, and then I'm like falling asleep. And then I just hear something and I'm like, and then I try to go back to sleep again. And then it goes back and forth from there. Alright, looks like we're still getting rejected. Lower lows and lower highs. This is why we're watching our position size. Ooh, it kind of rhymed. Let's check that out, Daniel. QCon. Alrighty, 180-day chart. Ooh, I like this one. So Q count very consistent uptrend pattern pulling back as of right now. Has not shown any indication of a potential support just yet. We'll have to set alerts, follow up with it, and then kind of go from there. So dude, what the heck? All right, added it to my watch list. I appreciate that. So it's QCOM, not N. M as in Macy's. So, Icky, did you see that person that be faking you on Instagram? There's so many fake accounts on Instagram. I try to put it in very simple terms where if they try to message you that they will do anything, if they message you first, like that's a huge red flag. Like I don't know how to like be nice about it, but like I never message people first, right? Do you guys get what I mean? Like if you message me, I'll respond. I have one Instagram account, one Facebook account, one Discord account, but I will never message you first. And if I do message you first, it's most likely because you're in trouble. So it's definitely not going to be like, yo, are you okay? Or, hey, invest in my, I don't know what they say. They say like asset management company, join my WhatsApp app, Telegram. I don't know. I don't have WhatsApp. I just said WhatsApp app. Yeah. So that should give you guys a huge red flag where if they say WhatsApp or anything like that, definitely not me. So so Ricky, after what time would you start thinking about Airbnb? Normally takes about 2 to 3 weeks for really for these things to start chilling out. I really don't think based off of yesterday's performance that it's very similar to Snapchat. I don't know if you ever want to go back to see how Snapchat performed, but it got hyped up and then it aggressively sold off and then it recovered. So it takes some time for the hype no longer to be there. So especially if you're thinking of going long on it, like that's the biggest thing if you're a long-term investor. So how do you get over the fact that people around you are just killing it and feel like you are just not there yet? Dude, we all have our own time. Mike doesn't, you know. One of the things that I really like that kind of like I don't want to say humbles me, but like really like I feel like I do pretty well in the markets that I partake in. And when I hang out with people that do a lot better, it just, I find it encouraging. I find it um, motivating in the idea that I can continue to scale what it is that I'm doing. If it's in the dealership aspect, if it's in the, you know, um, real estate aspect, these different businesses, these different professions that I try to partake in, it should all be 100% um, encouraging. You should never hang out with people that like subjugate you. At least I don't see it that way. If I ever post anything and it makes you feel uncomfortable, I never want to be like, look how much money I'm making and look how much money, you know, you're not. Like that, it should never be that way. Everything that someone does, especially if you're trying to learn, should be to encourage you. So, um, yeah, I hope that makes sense. It's It should all be motivating. And I've muted people within our group that post profits and that will criticize others that did not make as much money as them, and I will mute them. At the end of the day, I don't care how much money you make. It's how you treat others, especially in such an early stage of learning, right? Um, I think that's the most important part. I think people get too much into their head. But to me, it doesn't matter if you had a $5,000 day or a $10,000 day or a $50,000 day. That's one day, and it's great, but it's not like it's never enough for you to bring down others to uplift yourself. Like that's just so sad, you know. So hope that makes sense. Oh no. I want you guys to hype me up when I have I was gonna say, I know you guys hype me up when I have big green days. I need you guys to be my hype mans and my ladies on my red days as well. Okay? Is that the deal? So, Ricky, do you recommend taking a position at market open? No. The job or the idea of taking a position, of opening a position, is because you see an opportunity. And that does not always happen at market open, as you can see, right? Tesla shoots up and then it pulls right on back. So, this is something that's super obvious. Opportunity is not based on a timeline. It presents itself when it presents itself, and that's your job to figure it out. Never based, there's more volume. Yeah. At market open, that doesn't mean that it's the best time. So get those bags. I like that. Hype on the red days. I mean, let's be honest, right? That's when we need it most. So, Ricky, it's Friday. What did I say? I didn't. Friday. I like that. Let's see. Yeah, don't go broke from locking in profits. Correct. So we're almost down 3% on Tesla. So unfortunate, but it's bound to happen, right? Where is your rich chocolate milk? I know, I have milk. Looks like we're going back. So today's tough. It looks like today's going to be a little rough for sure. So as of right now, Tesla's selling off, making lower lows and lower highs. We're getting signs of that anyways. But let's see where we go from here. That means that we just have to do a better job closing out our positions, reducing our position size, all that good stuff. So drinking milk is our first thing in the morning. No, brushing my teeth is the first thing in the morning. You guys will crack up. I actually think there's a video out there. It's not from our team, but it's I don't know if you guys remember, but I stay with my buddy Kenzo. He has like a pretty nice house in Irvine, and after like traveling and all of this stuff, right? I arrive at his house, or he picks me up from the airport, and then we arrive at his house, and like the first thing I do is like brush my teeth, and it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know, it's just a habit. Anytime that I feel, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can agree, but anytime that like I wake up or I'm about to go to sleep or throughout the day, if I feel like I ate something and I feel like there's anything in my teeth, I will spend 5-10 minutes brushing my teeth. It's like a pet peeve of mine. Yeah, I have no idea. Ricky, is there a rule of thumb that you go by when evaluating your rentals or flips. Margin, 20% margin after expenses. So it has to at least make sense on the 20% side, because we all, after commission and everything, we expect to make 10% within a short period of time. But yeah. So what's your plan for the weekend? I plan to go up north. So again, I'm not spending my weekend here. I'm preparing all of my videos for you guys for this weekend. But we plan to go to the snow. I wanted to take the team to the snow and get a cabin up there and just kind of like chill out. You know, we're gonna go snowboarding, but they sold out. So wanted to shred the slopes with you guys, but yeah, the local ski resort, first of all, doesn't even have a lot of snow, and second, it's sold out. So Utah, oh dude, Jonathan, I wish if I was going to Utah, I would be announcing it. It's not anything like that. Yeah, snow fights. We're up north. No, I wish we were gonna go snowboarding. We're not though. So if Ferrari has 4x4, that's awesome. No, I'm taking a Tesla. So ticker symbol FBI. Manly codes, I appreciate that. Thank you. Alrighty. So as of right now, obviously the market isn't performing the best, right? So I'm not gonna take too much into consideration when it comes down to today's performance. But yeah, I see why you're paying attention to it. Recently sold off based off previous highs. Margin is not huge, but it makes sense. Obviously a very reliable company. 5%, dude, heck yeah. 100%. I mean, let's set our alerts 100%. Like this is, yeah, let's keep it super short and sweet. 5% margins based off of where we're at. You know, if it were to play out perfectly, more realistically, 3% from break above EMA to highs. And I like it. You're killing it. So margins make sense. Stock makes sense, right? And we'll go from there. So Ricky, check out Big Bear for snowboarding. Fernando, you think I'm from California? I'm honestly offended you said that. You think I'm from California and that I don't or have never been to Big Bear? Come on, dude. I'm pretty good at snowboarding. I'm actually not that good at all. But I've been there. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful resort. So shred Utah with me, dude. Dude, I would be 100% down to yes, I mean Utah and Colorado, right? Have like the nicest. I don't mean to like criticize anyone, but I'm pretty sure Utah and Colorado have like the nicest ski resorts. So we're even telling you Florida is real estate haven right now. Drew, I know. I think you've definitely been messaging me. I think it's kind of just like the idea of partaking in another area, especially with people that I don't know. That's, I think, my biggest, like, oh, I'm not sure. Because if I have to fund a project and it's outside of my region and what I'm well aware of, then that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know. I've never been to Mammoth or Big Bear. Yeah. I used to go snowboarding all the time for the last like 3 years that I lived in California, from like 15 to 18. I would go snowboarding. No, like 17 to 19 is more accurate. But yeah, so Utah is the biggest resort in the U.S. Yeah, figured. Colorado sounds nice. So I'm considering moving to Florida and doing real estate out there. I think that's a great idea. I think, let's be honest, Florida is pretty affordable, and it's probably not, in the very beginning, the kind of, Florida's nice though. Florida's nice. Like when you move out there, you'll enjoy it too. For me, when I moved from California to Arizona, it was not that transition. I was just like, dang, I do not like Arizona. But look at me now, right? So do you know Manny Koshman? I don't. We have a couple mutual friends, but I don't know him personally. So yeah, one of our guys here speaks to his brother from time to time, but yeah. So, Ricky, I'm always torn between taking profits or scaling in. What are your thoughts? Margin, upside margin, it has to make sense. If it's at a resistance level, you know, I wouldn't hesitate to lock in profits or to sell off my position or to, uh, I can always get back in. And that's the thing that I love to remind myself. Trust me, big picture. Think big picture. Not today, not today. Just think 5 years from now. You really think it's going to matter? Whatever dollar amount you're up and how much, like calculate. I want you to determine how much you're up right now and how much more you could potentially be up by holding, right? So taking that into consideration and then ask yourself, well, what if I hold this and I can make this much more, but also if I hold, I can lose this much more. Do you get what I mean? It's super important to understand both sides. We call it the 3-point rule. I actually talked about it in yesterday's video. This will just allow you to visualize your upside versus your downside. And then you can make a better decision or a more informed decision on where you want to put your money. Do you get what I mean? Ricky, how tall are you? Because in some of your videos you look like you're 7 feet tall. I'm 6'4". I'm 6'4", barefooted, so I'm probably like 6'5", and I'm really like skinny, obviously. So, standing next to like an average person, I probably look a lot taller, but I'm not. I'm 6'4". Austin, that is hilarious. You crack me up. I personally, I mean, I don't. We do like when we comp out our projects, right, Mark? We do it in a very conservative way. Again, I never sell myself the idea that I can sell it for more than it's worth. That's just like a really bad best practice. Do you get what I mean? Like, why would you ever set yourself up for failure in the idea that you're orchestrating the entire project? Just be real with yourself. When you take advantage of an opportunity, be real with yourself. Is this actually an opportunity? Do the margins make sense in a conservative way? And almost every single time, and I'm not joking, almost every single time, we sell it for more than we anticipated. And I think that's the beautiful thing about this. So, can you dunk? I can. If you catch me on a good day, I can. I haven't played basketball in a while, but yeah. So I honestly didn't realize that you were tall until you posted a picture with your family the other day. Yeah, I mean, it's not something that I talk about really. I sit in front of a computer screen all day, so I get it. Every time I meet someone in person, that's their first reaction. I've yet to meet someone where they're like taller than me, or they're like, "Wow, you're shorter than I expected." Yeah. A lot of the people that you guys probably watch on YouTube, I mean, I personally know them, right? And I've hung out with them and stuff like that, and they're always like, yeah, it's always, it's a fun time. Graham, Kevin, Ryan, they're a little bit older, right? Obviously, but they're obviously a little bit shorter as well. But super cool guys, super nice, and yeah, it's always great connecting with them. So do you play soccer? Never. I've never played soccer, so I'm taller than you. I like that. So how tall is Graham? It's cool if you don't want to say. Yeah, it's just he's not the tallest guy, but probably one of the I don't want to say funniest dudes that I know, but he's funny. It's a great time, and he's just different. He's just built different. So, oh yeah, really really nice guy. So. I appreciate that, Mark. Thank you. Looks like we're getting rejected off that middle VWAP and SMA line. Do you guys see that for Tesla? So really nice rally. testing EMA line right now, but getting rejected off that middle VWAP, which is not a surprise because we've been getting rejected off of it. There it goes, broke below it, and watch it sell back off. But yeah, it's been getting rejected, as you can see, these lower highs. So I thought we were going to show signs of a potential reversal. But yeah, I know, older and shorter. I know when I said that, I was like, why am I saying this? This is not good. So Ricky had to flex his muscles with that yawn real quick. Oh, and let's be honest, we're not over here flexing. Sonic C is cracking me up. You guys are ridiculous. All right. Ice explosives, nice. What does it? I don't personally short myself, Riley, so probably not something that I'll partake in myself. No, Martin, just not my cup of tea. So what's your daily average percentage gain? Cedric, especially for like the past month, it's so different. I've had days where I've had and cleared $6,000 on average. I would say it's about $2,000 and $3,000, right? I would say, and you guys can, I recap every day, so I'm sure you guys could speak for me as well. But I also have red days. Usually they've been pretty small, but then we've had that pretty big one 2 days ago. So, yeah, it will surprise me if I don't clear, over $1,000 in the green, just because of how much I'm trading with. So have you ever thought about making videos in Spanish for the Hispanic community that barely comes to the U.S.? Arturo, the thought has been there, the execution has not. I can speak Spanish, but there's certain terms, my vocabulary is just not there in Spanish. You know what I mean? And my conjugations will not be, yeah. So I stick to what it is that I know, at least for now. So are you fully scaled into GPS or are you waiting? No, I'm still not fully scaled into GPS. GPS pulled back today. So 180-day chart. If anything, I reduced my position size. Yeah, so 400 shares. I was long 700 shares and I reduced it because it was overbought and I knew it would pull back. So probably gonna buy some more today. You know what I mean? So I'll probably buy more right now. Thank you for the reminder. I'll just buy 300 more. But I sold some off yesterday. So I remember you wearing a Turo shirt. You still do Turo? I don't, Ezekiel. I used to love Turo. I used to be away. I used to try to make money on everything. Literally everything I owned. If I could like rent it out to people and make money, I would do it. Do you get what I mean? It's like I just wanted to be able to report more income to qualify for more when it came down to like these like properties that I was trying to buy. Now it's obviously a little bit different, but people began renting out my car because they knew who I was, or they knew me. Do you get what I mean? It's like, and I just didn't want to, or people would inquire about renting out my car and they never actually did. They just wanted to meet me. So at the end of the day, it just became, I was like, I don't need to do this. I could just buy the car, sell it, make a profit off that. I don't need to make, an additional, it was like $500 or $1,000 a month is what I was making. But I think if, you wanted to, I think it's a great application. If you wanted to test it out, I'm never here to discourage you. Only here to encourage you to try new things in an effective way, right? Yeah, my position size mainly is what really, keeps me cool, calm, and collected. It's not like red days that scare me. It's the lack of structure. So when I begin to see that I'm not following my rules, then I'll begin to like, I need to, you know collect myself and stuff like that. So it's rarely ever about the money. I don't trade with enough that I feel uncomfortable. So no more whiteboard Wednesday. Mike, we just have so much going on right now, man, and I don't want to use that as an excuse, but like, yeah, recently we just have had the lack of structure with that. So I do apologize. So are you still in Best Buy? Unfortunately, Best Buy has been a buzzkill for sure. It's been one of the only stocks that has been consistently selling off. And I'm sure I've been updating you guys on it, right? I post it every day. And yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's part of the process. This is what happens when you get in too early, right? So this should only encourage you to be more selective. So tips on not cutting losses too quickly. Um, Hannah, I would really, it's all about a premeditated plan. So before you buy, I don't know if you watched yesterday's video, but before you even buy, I would organize. Just try this once and see how it works out. I would and be real with yourself. Where are you buying? Where do you actually plan to sell that makes sense based off of a previous resistance level? Set real expectations. And where is there a break pattern where you would cut losses? And then write the dollar amount and percentage for the upside and the downside. And when everything is premeditated, then, you know, you can kind of just set like your OCO bracket, which will set your limit order and your stop loss or your stop limit, or just your stop loss. And when it gets closer to your, desired resistance level, you can lock it in. So a lot of different ways on how you can approach this. 100% icy. That's one of the main things that I do when it comes down to news and hype. I always look into it. I always want to understand why something is driving up the price or driving down the price. So I like what you said on the other video. Do what you, if you weren't in that trade, and it becomes way easier, 100%. So, of course. All right. I think I am gonna need some chocolate milk, but I'm gonna be posting updates on kind of like where I am throughout the day. Around this afternoon, I'm just being completely upfront with you guys. I'm probably going to start my drive up north, so afternoon to 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So I'm going to get all of my work done right now. I'll respond to all messages. So if you're going to message me, let's just, be effective with it. And after that, I'm going to start knocking out my work, planning out my videos for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. I'll be back in time for our Sunday stock talk, so I'll see you then. But, we're just going to have like a pretty relaxed weekend in a cabin with some good friends and good times, right? So I wish you guys nothing but the best. Be selective. Market is not looking too hot right now. No reason to force a trade, to enter a trade, to waste a day trade. Set those alerts and let's follow up with it. I think we could keep it, we can, go from there. So, I appreciate your guys' time. Continue working hard, continue following dreams, let your passion be what drives your success. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team. I didn't realize how close I was to the screen. This is scary. I apologize for getting so close to you guys.